Jake from Street Sweets and Eats, Utah's sweetest food truck, and you're listening to the I Am Salt Lake podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 18 of the I Am Salt Lake podcast. My name is Chris Hollifield. I'm your host here, and I want to thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day and listening to us. If this is your first time listening, I suggest you head on over to our website at iamsaltlake.com. That's going to connect you with us, as well as being able to listen to each and every previous episode of the podcast. So anyways, thank you very much. We are on iTunes and Stitcher. Just search for I Am Salt Lake. We do have a voicemail if you want to connect with us, 385-202-5926. But, that's going to connect you over at I Am Salt Lake. That's your best bet. So head on over there. That's going to connect you with iTunes. Leave us a review on iTunes. That really helps us out, helps us get in front of more people so more people could check us out. That's a nice way of supporting the show. So anyways, in this episode, I had a chance to sit down with Jerry over at Fats Grill. They're located over at 2182 South Highland Drive, right there in Sugarhouse, and it was a fun conversation that I had with him. It was about little over a week ago. I was able to sit down with him and talk to him and find out a little bit about his business. It was a snowy day, a first snowstorm here in Salt Lake City, so It was a nice warm conversation that we had. And, Sugarhouse has always held a special place in my heart. I remember many, many, many years ago, I'm not going to give a date or anything, but I remember going over to Ranch Records, there where Whole Foods is now. Ranch Records used to be there before they had to move. And I remember picking up my first Maximum Rock and Roll magazine, and that really opened the floodgates for me. It opened me up to a brand new world of mixtapes and zines and recording VHS concerts and shows and trading those and buying those, and it was it's pretty much been crazy ever since I picked that first issue up. So yeah, the old Sugarhouse, it was a beautiful place. Sugarhouse still is. There's still a lot of really great stores up there. But I do have a lot of fond memories of that. The corner there, Blue Cats and Heavy Metal Shop, Blue Boutique, and just kind of the vibe Sugarhouse has always given the area. It's always been one of my favorite areas. And Fats Grill is one of them. They're a great place right there in the heart of Sugarhouse, 2182 South Highland Drive. Anyways, this is a conversation that I had with Jerry. We got a chance to get to know them a little bit better and find out what they're all about, and they're doing some really cool things over there with live music and art and all that good stuff. So definitely recommend next time you want to grab something to eat or grab a beverage, head on over there and let them know that you heard them on the I Am Salt Lake podcast. They are on Facebook and Twitter as well. I'm going to list those links on the website, iamsaltlake.com/episode 18. So I'm going to quit rambling now and jump right into the conversation that I had with Jerry over at Fats Grill. All right, so we're here at Fats Grill today. We're talking with Jerry, and you're located at 2182 South Highland Drive. First of all, why don't you give us a little bit of history and tell us how you got involved with Fats Grill?
Fats Grill, 16 years ago. A friend of mine and a partner at the time, we worked together in another industry, and it was one of those points in times in our lives where we felt like we needed to open up a top-notch pool hall and not the same status quo, smoky, dreaded, dark, pool halls. Well, we wanted to give it a twist, so we added the grill part of it. With at the time was just a straight beer bar. We worked on that philosophy for probably a good 12 years, and progressed Fats into what it is today. And then about 3 years ago, we went to the full liquor license because we felt like we needed to take it to another notch and to survive in the economic standards of the way things were going. So we applied for our liquor licenses, and we were one of the last ones to get a license, a couple of years ago when they ran out. So we were very fortunate into getting our liquor license. And then we decided we were going to redo our basement and add another bar down there with a twist of live music on the local scene. And so for about 2 years now, we've been pushing that, and we are probably one of the best places to listen and to play, live music.
So this used to be another bar before you guys took it over then, correct?
No? It actually, it used to be an old furniture store back in the day. And my partner at the time came in and found it, and he was very good at looking at the big picture of things and redid it to what you see today and what our customers come and enjoy today.
So you mentioned how you got a liquor license 3 years ago. Did you find that it was very tough to get a liquor license being in Utah, or what is the process for something like that? Is that pretty?
It was
pretty
very
tough?
It was very time consuming and a lot of hoops to jump through. But we've ran a good business for so long that it was just the liquor commission looked at it as a good fit for us, and we got through all the hoops. Yeah. And now we have a little bit of everything here now.
You got a little bit of everything. So somebody who hasn't maybe been here before, how would you describe it? I mean, you got pool tables, live music, a bar, food. I mean, I guess that covers it.
Big screens. We have a unique atmosphere. We have a unique clientele that goes from, during the day you can bring your kids in here. Okay. You can bring the 21 and older in here during the day. And we have a lot of business clientele that come here for their business meetings and, just to have a relaxed meeting with each other. And then at night, we have from the 21 and older to, we have the older crowd in here. Yeah. I have pictures on our website of a 80-year-old lady shooting pool. It was amazing. She came in here with her grandkids, and it was just an awesome sight. And I had to take a picture of it. Now it's on our website, and I love it.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah,
I'll have to check that out. Maybe neat. Throw a link of that up on the I Am Salt Lake website. Well, you got some food here. I mean, do you have any good recommendations if you were to come in and eat some food?
Everybody loves our hamburgers. Our most popular hamburger is probably our TNT burger. That's incredible. Everybody thinks, grill food, but, we give it a twist. We make sure that we add a different flavor to it and make sure that it's very enjoyable for people to come in and eat. We've won several awards for, through City Weekly and being Groupon's best of restaurants is hard to do, because we had an 85% liking on their program. So we're doing something right. People love our food. We can't make everybody happy. We bake everything. We don't deep fry anything. Salads and produce comes in fresh every day. During the summer, we're getting it from the farmers market, so it's even more fresh during the summer months. Wow. Into the fall. And that's because of three Square Produce is a good friend of mine, and Jack always brings his fresh food, fresh produce in for us. So we always doing things a little bit different than the norm.
Excellent.
We don't just open a box and throw it in the oven. We make sure that we add a little love to it.
Absolutely. With you being here, right? I mean, I would say this is kind of the heart of Sugarhouse. You've seen Sugarhouse kind of change and the direction that it's gone, and what are your thoughts on that? And especially with them tearing up 2100 South and 11th, has that kind of hurt business at all?
Well, what people need to realize is Sugarhouse is still open. We are trying to be unique and surviving the construction stage of Sugarhouse. And yeah, it has deterred some people from coming down here during the day, especially. Our daytime, we'd like to see it, busier, but the fact is, people get discouraged with the construction and, and if it's not convenient, they're going to just go down to the next corner or whatever to something that's a little bit more convenient. But we're still here. We're still here, every day, 11 o'clock, opened up for lunch, and, we're providing great service for everybody, and being locally owned and stuff like that, you should be supporting locally owned businesses and keeping us open.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is a beautiful area. I don't live too far from here, and I mean, I love, this is one of my favorite areas of Salt Lake, you know, Sugarhouse and
Sugarhouse.
A lot of great shops here.
Yeah, Sugarhouse is going to be a walkable community soon again. The Granite Furniture project is slated to be open. Businesses slated to be in there by January of 2013. And then, you know, the trolley line, you know, will be done in 2013. So it's going to be amazing up here. You know, this area is, I grew up in Salt Lake. I've been here 43 years. I remember coming up on the bus with my mother, you know, walking these streets and going to the shops and stuff like that. So it's coming back. You know, with everything going on around here, it's going to be a place for people to come. And, you know, Fats Grill is going to be here, and we're going to hope we can still keep entertaining and letting people have fun here.
Absolutely, that's awesome. So you've really seen Salt Lake grow then.
Oh yeah,
that's really cool. I mean, being a business owner, it takes a certain kind of person, and I mean to do this day in and day out.
Lots of patience.
What motivates you?
You know, I've always been taught by my mother and father that, you know, you got to work for what you want and what you want in life. And, you know, we employ, you know, 12 to 15 people regularly here at Fats, and giving them a livelihood and giving them, you know, opportunities. You know, we have college people working for us. We have you know, people working second jobs just to survive in life. And, you know, I've always been a giving person. I've always felt that you need to give back to your community one way or another. And, you know, just owning a business is, you know, kind of like this same thing. You're giving a service to customers and your community, and, you know, that's what drives me. You know, that's what gives me my drive and you know, giving back to the community one way or another, if it's through my employees or through our customers or, you know, the local, you know, nonprofits around the area. That's what we do.
Awesome.
You know, that's, you know, is it hard to be in business for yourself? Yeah, sometimes it's extremely hard, and sometimes it's incredible. But, you know, you enjoy the good times, and you dig down deeper during the hard times to get through it. So, you know, our employees are amazing. The customer service here is amazing. You know, like I said, we do make mistakes, but, you know, we correct them and make it better for everybody. So
yeah, you guys, I mean, I've read some reviews that you guys have. I mean, excellent reviews of this place.
Reviews are good. You know, it's nice that, you know, people take the time to come and talk to us like yourself. You know, I really appreciate this. You can take your time out of your day to come down here on this snowy day, sitting in the front window at Fats. And, you know, it's people like you and other people in the community that keep us going. You know, the word of mouth is the best advertising that anybody could have, and, you know, that's what we live off, and that's what I always tell my employees. And, you know, we got to be doing it better than the people down the street. You know, we got to be doing it better and giving great customer service. And we hope that when our customers come in here that they have an enjoyable time and, you know, and have fun and be safe. You know, that's what it's all, you know, about, having fun, being safe, and enjoying.
What advice would you give to somebody who, say, wanted to open up a business? Not necessarily the same business, but just a business in general.
Just make sure you have, you know, your T's crossed, your I's dotted, and make sure that you can give it 110%, because, you know, the first few years of Fats, you know, it took all of us partners that were involved in the beginning to, you know, work it and to build it and to make sure that we were, you know, doing things right. You know, we burned a few plates and you know, probably pissed off a few people, but, you know, we've corrected it, you know, and we've enjoyed it. You know, it's just you gotta have a passion. You gotta have a passion for what you do and stuff like that. So that's what I would say. Just make sure you have a passion for what you're doing, and you'll succeed. Work hard. Work hard.
Excellent. I like it. Let's talk a little bit about some of the music that you've had come here. I mean, one of my favorites, obviously, is Christian Coleman and the Blues End Band. I mean,
they were here last night, and they rocked the house.
Does mostly local musicians, or do you get any bigger acts coming through here at all?
We concentrate mostly on the local scene. Utah has amazing talent.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, the talent in Utah is amazing, and that's what we concentrate on. We try to get people in here that have a good following, that can rock the house, and everybody can have fun. We have brought in bigger acts. We had Kyle Turley, kind of a southern rock band that came in a couple months ago and performed for us. And if you guys don't know who Kyle Turley is, but he was an ex-NFL player for the New Orleans Saints.
Wow!
And so he goes on tour across the country, and he does. Has his gig, and it's incredible. So we've had him and a couple others, but we 95% of concentrate on the local scene.
And you pretty much can catch something on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or is it kind of...
Usually Wednesdays are our acoustic nights, so upstairs we always have an acoustic show going on through the fall and winter and spring. And then Friday, Saturday, there's always something going on. It's free. We don't have no cover.
Wow, that's great.
I mean, we have Stone Fed coming in next week. We have Werewolf tonight. So we got a good mix of bands coming in.
And
here.
people can probably find out what's coming on the website.
They go on the website, and that's fatsgrillslc.com, or the best place to go is just Facebook friends us, become our friend on Facebook.
Absolutely, and I'll link that up to the show notes for this episode as well, so people can make sure to go and like you on Facebook.
Or they can always just come in and have a sandwich and look at the board. We got a big calendar at the back entrance where you can see what's coming in every day and all the specials and stuff.
Let's also talk some of the art back to the art on the wall. That's with the Hive Gallery that you're doing that, or who are you doing that with?
The Hive Gallery is getting ready to do a big show. I believe it's December 1st here at Fats. And,
let's definitely talk about that.
They're bringing in local art, and it's going to be amazing. Right now we have a bunch of pictures up on the wall that I think their prices are right next to them, and it's just something the Hive Gallery's brought in, and if you want to purchase it, you can buy it right off the wall. It's unique art. Some of the bigger paintings in here, my partner's brother, Todd Alimony, did the Jerry Garcia picture, and it's above the bar, and he's no longer with us, but some of his artworks through the place, and it's just amazing. So
have you dealt with a lot of local artists then throughout the years? Is that kind of something, or?
We've tried to stay in touch with the local artists. Sugarhouse has the art walk, and we get connected with that also. So, but we also try to keep local artists in here so we can promote them, and they can come in here and people can see their stuff. So
excellent. So when you're not busy working here, I mean, I'm sure you put a lot of hours in here. What are some other hobbies and interests of yours?
I'm involved with a nonprofit also, which is with the city of South Salt Lake, and I help run an after-school program for kids in the city, and that's what we do. We enjoy, like I said, giving back to the community is my passion, and that's what I do. I enjoy it. It's something that makes me feel whole as a person. Yeah. So that's what I do when I'm not here. Excellent.
Well, I think that's about it. I mean, I really appreciate you sitting down and telling me your story a little bit. I mean, is there anything more you want to add that maybe we didn't touch on? Any other events that you want to kind of plug and tell people?
Like, right now it's getting into the Christmas holidays, and businesses are looking at places to have a small party or something like that, and we can help out with that.
Excellent.
If you own a small business, you want to have appreciation for your employees, or a luncheon or a dinner, give us a call and we can help you out with that. We have the basement that we can open up for you guys, or we can use the upstairs, for it just depends on your needs. We also, have daily specials all the time. We have one of our cooks that she just loves to cook something out of the ordinary. Usually a good green chili burger, or chili verde. We always have a good special going. So and
what's your phone number here? I mean, again,
phone number 801-484-9467.
And again, I'll link that on the website. And again, it's 2182 South Highland Drive, Fats Grill.
And there's always parking around here. Yeah. If you have to park, next door and walk a couple hundred feet, you won't be discouraged, and you'll enjoy it. And come in and hang out with us. We've been here 16 years, so we're doing something right.
This is a
we'd love to have new customers come in and enjoy us.
Absolutely. This is really cool. Actually, one last question. If I always like to ask this obscure question, if you had $1 million to change something about Salt Lake, what would you do with it?
$1 million to change something about Salt Lake. Well, if I could control the weather, I'd take the snow out of it. Well, just out of the valley.
Yeah, I hear
but I
you.
can't do that. Salt Lake everybody has this look about Salt Lake, and it's amazing because I travel a lot, and when I go out of town and stuff, people are asking, you live in Salt Lake, and it's the most beautiful place in the world to live. I don't think I would change much about it.
Really?
I really don't. I think if I had $1 million, there'd be some programs in this state that would be better off because I would make sure they were taken care of.
What are some programs that you feel are lacking there?
Not lacking. I think there's, like I said, the program that I give my passion to, the South Salt Lake PAL, is a program that is making a difference in South Salt Lake, and PAL programs across the country are helping kids and communities achieve things that that without it wouldn't happen.
That's cool.
That's what I would do if I had that kind of money. But since I don't, I just keep plugging along and help where I can.
Absolutely. All right, Jerry. Well, thank you so much.
Appreciate
Again, Fats Grill here in Sugarhouse, 2182 South Highland Drive. Stop on by and get a burger and play some pool, all right?
Yep, and have a cocktail or whatever you need to do. But, come in and check it out. If you haven't been here, you guys are missing out.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks a lot, Jerry.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Jerry, over at Fats Grill, 2182 South Highland Drive. Thank you so much for sitting down and sharing a little bit more of your story. For those of us that might not be as familiar with you or have maybe never come in and had a bite to eat or a drink or played some pool. So again, check them out. Stop on in, get a sandwich, let them know you heard on the I Am Salt Lake podcast, and tell them what you think of this Fats Grill there. So anyways, you can connect with us. IamSaltLake.com. That's going to connect you with us. Hit the contact button, the about button. You can listen to all the previous episodes of the podcast. As always, I want to thank Christian Coleman and the Blues End Band for providing the music for the podcast. You could check them out. They play a lot there at Fats Grill as well. And I'm actually going to be getting him on the show sometime in December, talking about the band and telling me a little bit more about him. I think it's only fitting since they do provide the music here for the podcast. He's got some really great shows coming up. I know one of them there at December 1st at Fats Grill. So be sure to write that on your calendar to check them out. And anyways, if you do want to be a guest on the show, drop me an email. Tell me your story. If you're a local artist, a local musician, a store owner, just doing something really, really cool here in Salt Lake City, tell me what your story is. I got a lot of really great episodes coming up, and I really hope you subscribe to the podcast in iTunes, and that way you don't miss a single episode. I'm going to be here Sunday and Wednesday through the next few weeks. I have some really fun conversations that I've been able to have here. So anyways, I Am Salt Lake Podcast. My name is Chris Hollifield. Again, drop us an email. Please tell me what you're thinking of the show. Your feedback is important. Leave us a review on iTunes. Leave us a comment on Stitcher Radio. Leave us a comment at IamSaltLake.com. Tell me what you're thinking. Your feedback is important to keep the show going. Speaking of keeping the show going, if you do like this project, hit that donate button on IamSaltLake.com. Hit that and drop us your spare change, $1 or $2. Kind of helps keep the project going. It helps with the hosting fees as well as any travel expenses that I might accrue. Just any expenses just helps defer that cost. And your support is what keeps it going. So anyways, until then, I'll be back on Wednesday showcasing another individual or another professional here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Again, thank you very much, Salt Lake City. You guys have a great night. Thanks for listening to the I Am Salt Lake podcast.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, this is Marie Bradshaw from Open Orchard Revival. It is a project, a collaborative project between members of the Polka Dots and The Trappers, which are two Salt Lake bands. It is a old-timey country gospel album that we've recorded on reel-to-reel tape. We plan to press it on vinyl, and we'll be having a release party on December 15th at the First Christian Reformed Church in the Ninth and Ninth area in Salt Lake. That starts at 6 o'clock. And also, we've got a Kickstarter running right now. Anyone can go to Kickstarter.com, search for Open Orchard Revival, and donate any amount they'd like. And there are prizes. That runs until the end of the month. Thanks. Bye.